Japan, Italy, and Germany. What do those three countries have in common? They didn't have to have a military for the last 80 years because the U.S. provided their military.
In America, I agree with Nick when he said that we're not creating things. My father-in-law, CEO in the auto sector, they have so many factories in Germany where they're creating widgets, like you mentioned, widgets, and they're hyper specialized. And in Germany, I think you see way more craftsmen, way more guys that are highly skilled. College is not necessary, college is free, but if you don't go to college, you don't have that stigma that you do in the United States. They value people that are skilled workers, that are building with their hands. And in Germany, which I consider generally a richer country than the United States, I spent a little more than half.
What do you mean richer country than the United States?
I consider it a little richer just because, okay, I spend, let's say, a little over 6 months here, 5 months there. I have a home in both. I don't see homelessness there. And
it depends on your finding. I mean, GDP-wise, it's not even close.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I don't see homelessness in the streets there. I don't see the level of just raw violence of people walking into the stores and just taking things. Here, people have guns. Here, it's just widespread. School shootings. I mean, we don't have these problems in Germany. You know, I'm just objectively speaking. And I love America, born and raised. This country saved my grandfather's life. That he came from Iran. So I have a lot of respect for this country. But I'm just saying, objectively speaking, as a father of a little infant daughter, I would feel more comfortable her going to school in Germany.
Why do you think that, and how long have you lived in Germany, or how much time have you spent in Germany?
Now it's going to be about my third year, fourth
Why
year.
do you think that they've progressed so much since, you know, there may or may not have been something that definitely happened.
Yeah, they haven't had to fund a military for 80 years. How about that?
Well, what have they done to increase their economy? What was that, Michael?
They haven't had to fund a military for 80. Like, the three, go back to the 1980s and 1990s. The three countries that made the best automobiles in the world: Japan, Italy, and Germany. What do those three countries have in common? They didn't have to have a military for the last 80 years because the U.S. provided their military. So they were able to turn their manufacturing economy on other things, and that's why they build better cars and a lot of other stuff that are better than us. But to the opposite point, Pratt & Whitney is in the United States. Raytheon's in the United States. Lockheed Martin's in the United States. Boeing is in the United States. There are, we act like we make incredibly complex, incredibly expensive things that help our economy here in the United States. It's just we've gotten to this narrative where we don't make anything. We don't make plastic widgets like they do in China. Absolutely, but we do make a lot of things in this country.
Pull up, if you would, while having this conversation, what does America make? You're absolutely right. I mean, talking about defense and military-industrial complex and everything with that, we're making the ships and the missiles and the jets and the tanks. I mean, we're definitely making that.
Real talk. I mean, you think about Japan over the last 80 years, they have not had to worry about any defense spending on against China at all, because we've got Kadena and Yokota Air Base, and we've got Anderson Air Force Base in Guam. So, like, that's the reason why they don't have to worry about that.
Gotcha.